Yes, hi. So for sure, I'm very excited to participate here and to share my experience working at Quadcode, being in Cyprus, and sharing the challenges that we have and the successes that we have. So for sure, I'm very excited.
Please introduce yourself and tell us what the main aim of your department at Quadcode is.
So my name is Gitsis. I'm the Chief Financial and Administrative Officer at Quadcode. The administration unit in Quadcode is like the backbone of the operations, and we want to make sure that everything runs smoothly, especially with our employees. Our main goal, and actually the goal of any company, is to make sure that the employees are high performing, that they are productive, effective, and efficient. So we are here in the administration branch, make sure that that happens. And we do it by providing a physical and virtual workspace environment that facilitates the work of the employees. And eventually through the HR department as well, we make sure that we cover the entire life cycle of the employee and make sure that he is or she is in a positive working space environment.
Why did you decide to join Quadcode 4 years ago?
Quadcode is a special company. First of all, Quadcode is a fintech company, but not only that we develop our own trading platform and sell it and license it to other brokers, we also are a financial broker. Anyone who works at Quadcode has the ability to gain both from the technology aspect and the financial services that we provide. So this is personally something that intrigued me when I had to choose whether to join Quadcode or not. And of course, working in an international company that has clients all around the world, this is something which is great for everyone. And specifically in Cyprus, we have a multinational team. So we have employees from all around the world in various departments. So it's a great environment to work at.
Why did Quadcode choose Cyprus as its main location?
We began our journey in Cyprus in 2014, where we initiated our brokerage activities, our financial services activities. And last year we have relocated 300 employees to Cyprus, along with their families and pets. We have found Cyprus to be an amazing hub for us, especially with the great professionals here in place. And of course, the government helped due to the incentives that it provides, not only for corporates, but also for individuals. So for us, it's only a no-brainer to do our activities here in Cyprus and continue doing them.
Regarding the relocation process, is it true that you also relocated to Cyprus?
Well, actually, yes. I relocated 4.5 years ago from Israel. So for me, I have passed this experience personally with my family. And it's actually a difficult thing to do, to leave everything behind, to leave your family, friends behind, to leave your previous job behind and go to a new place. And it's specifically difficult in our age, let's say, we are not kids anymore, to acquire new friends and and to integrate into a new community. So this is a difficult experience. So I'm glad that I passed it so that I could help with my experience integrate all our great specialists that came with us to Cyprus and help them integrate easier into the community, remove the cultural gaps, remove the language barriers, and and for them to feel home.
Tell us about your career advancements. What was your first job and what experiences helped you reach a C-level position?
Oh wow, so I have started, I think, to work at the age of 15, and I was doing manual jobs here and there, working with my hands. The last one, I think, was during my service at the army, when I finished the army service, 5 p.m. and I went to work in Amdocs. But I was not working as a software developer or even any other specialist. I was actually a cleaner. So this is where I started. And since then, of course, after majoring in accounting and economics, I have started my professional journey. And before joining Quadcode, I worked at KPMG as a senior auditor. I worked as a private equity associate in Hutchison Water, which is a clean tech company. And the last job before joining Quadcode was in the biggest desalination plant in the world in Israel, and I served as the CFO there. And Quadcode I joined, as I said, 4.5 years ago, started as the CFO, and in the last 2.5 years I also assumed the roles of the administrative part, including the HR amazing department.
What are the trends you see now that will affect the market in the near future?
Well, I think that no one could have avoided the new trend of artificial intelligence, AI. This is something that storms the world, and not only does it affect our normal life and the way we integrate with each other, but also the workspace environment. So I really believe that eventually it will be integrated more and more every month and every single period of time. And we actually internally also started to integrate this amazing tool, but not only in a conventional way like we used to do, like writing emails or using copywriting events. We actually started hiring through the tool. We actually do like job descriptions and create a list of questions that we could ask to a candidate based on the CV. Of course, we make sure that no GDPR regulations are breached, and we do it without any names. We started to use it for budgeting and forecasting in the reports. We can even tailor-made educational programs for employees according to their requests. So there is no limit to the things that we can do. And the last thing that we have done, and actually it's going live very soon, is our amazing chat bot, the first line of support that we could provide both to our employees and internally in our department, so that everyone could receive the answer fast and reliably without waiting time.
Who inspires you?
So there are a lot of people who inspire me, but I would like to give an example of two specific people. I would give Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. These guys have managed to forecast in advance and to anticipate what the clients would want to use, even if currently they don't need it, even if the clients think that they don't need the product. They seen it to the future. So this is something which I try to implement by myself, to think what thing my internal clients, which are our employees, would want to use, even if now they don't even think about it. And of course, eventually it will make their lives easier or their work more productive.
What is the most important thing you've learned about people while working as a top manager?
Okay, so in the last 14 or 15 years of my managerial experience, I have noticed that every word counts. And due to the high position that I have, usually when I call to people, because I have Israeli roots and I'm very direct in my communication, whenever I call them, they answer immediately. This is something which I'm not used to. So even if they are in the middle of a meeting, they would answer me. This is something which I don't anticipate them to do. Another aspect is that whenever I give them a task, they do it immediately, even if it's not an urgent task, and they even leave all their other tasks behind and they put it aside. This is not something which I want them to do, but this is what happens when they talk to probably a top manager. So I just learned that even when I talk to the employees, talk to my colleagues, I need to explain to them that it's just a normal conversation. You don't need to do everything I say right away.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I would say I am a morning person, so I can wake up 5-6 o'clock a.m. and I am ready to work.
3 must-have skills for every manager.
Skills for every manager, I would say he needs to be charismatic and a leader. He needs to have amazing communication skills, because eventually this is the major job to be done. And I would say he needs to have a great emotional intellect.
Favorite workday time waster?
I would probably say meetings.
Write an email or call?
Call, only a call.
The one trait I look for in new hires is?
I look for proactive employees.
Your biggest achievement?
I cannot say what is my biggest achievement, but I can only say that I have the most satisfaction when I'm able to influence on decision making and eventually to influence on people's lives and people's perhaps work. So whenever I have a project which is a successful one and eventually it influences people for the good, for a positive aspect, this is where I consider as achievement.
Describe yourself in 3 adjectives.
How would I describe myself? I would say proactive, and I'm looking for the same people. I would say innovative. I'm always looking for ways to improve or to be more efficient. And human, I would say.
If you could take any person's position at the company for one day, what position would it be?
Oh, I've been dreaming to become a product analyst. For one day, I would do it even for 1 week. I want to influence the product. I want to influence the experience that our clients have. So this is something what I would do. Thank you for inviting me.